All right, so let's do a little playoff predictions, man. I've been psyched about making this video. It's the first week of the playoffs, and I think there are some interesting teams in the mix this year. And for this first week, I think we have a couple of really good games that I know me personally I want to check out. The first game is on Saturday, all right? The 4 o'clock game. It is the Browns-Texans game. I fucking love this game. I can't wait to watch this game. The Texans are a very good story this year with Stroud, and just the fact that they won their division. They're hosting a playoff game this year. I mean, did anybody see that coming? I did not. All right? The Browns had a very strong season this year. All right? They are another team that I really felt was going to make a lot of noise in the playoffs this year. All right? But here is my first prediction of this weekend, and that is right here. Houston, I think, takes this game. Houston will win this game, in my opinion. That is my prediction. I think Houston continues the magic carpet ride. All right? Houston advances. They beat the Browns. All right? Second game on Saturday is right here. The fucking Dolphin-Kansas City game. All right? This game, okay? The Dolphins can only thank themselves for losing to Buffalo, okay, in that final game. How do you lose a 3-game lead in the division? That's what the Dolphins did. I do believe the Dolphins at one point this year were up by 3 games. I mean, they had a chokehold on the division title, and they didn't pull it out. And I'm glad they didn't. We'll get to Buffalo in a second. So, here we go. Second game on Saturday. It's a good game. Both of these teams are 11-6, okay? Tua and the Dolphins had a really good season this year, but I don't see the Dolphins winning this game. So my second prediction is right here, Kansas City. I think Kansas City takes this game in Kansas City. I believe, I heard that Kansas City is going to have some wicked weather. So all the more reasons why the Dolphins just ain't going to get it done. Listen, they had their chance to host. They lost that final game to Buffalo. So now that takes us to Buffalo. So let's talk about Buffalo now. Right here, Buffalo Steelers. All right, it is the first game on Sunday. All right. First of all, who saw the Steelers getting into the playoffs this year? I didn't. All right. So it's pretty impressive that, you know, Tomlin got the Steelers into the playoffs this year. So good for them. Good for that organization. Good for Tomlin. He continues to just be a really good head coach for this organization. Even without Roethlisberger, this team stays competitive. That's coaching, okay? So good for the Steelers, all right? Surprisingly, Steelers are in it, all right? So Steelers, Buffalo. I just didn't see Buffalo taking on the Steelers in the first round. But listen, number 2 seed right now in this round is the highest seed, okay? So Buffalo gets the lowest seed, which is the Steelers. In a lot of cases, sometimes you could say, well, that could be a trap game. I just don't see it happening in this game, all right? Buffalo, listen, a lot of you know, if you follow my Jet channel, a lot of you know I am a Buffalo fan too. Not like I'm a Jet fan, but if the Jets ain't in it, I'm pretty much going for Buffalo. So I'm psyched that Buffalo took care of business. They had to win like the last 5 games of the season, all right, just to get into a position to win a division. They did it. They beat some really tough teams along the way. I mean, they really took care of business. They put themselves in a great spot. They now have they won the division. They got their home game and the number 2 seed, all right? So Buffalo really helped themselves. They took care of business. Just a really good final stretch for Buffalo here. I will be shocked if the Steelers go into Buffalo and win. I mean, shocked. All right, so I just don't. That, to me, would be the upset of the entire weekend, I think. So I just don't see it happening. I see Buffalo taking this game. All right, so that's the 1 o'clock game on Sunday. Then we have the 4 o'clock game, okay? 4 o'clock game on Sunday is right here. Green Bay, Dallas. Again, another team I didn't see getting into the playoffs. Didn't see it. Did you see Green Bay getting into the playoffs this year? I didn't. All right, but I just, to me, Green Bay has no chance in Dallas. I just don't see it happening. Again, it would be another major upset. Again, it's a 2 seed against the 7 seed. So if Green Bay won this game, it would to me it's just as big as an upset as the Buffalo Steeler game would be. So don't see it happening right here. Dallas, I think, takes care of business and goes, even though Dallas has a history of choking. I don't see it happening in this game. I see Dallas advancing. Okay? That takes us to the Sunday night game. All right? Which is, in my opinion, fucking a really, really, like the best game of the weekend, in my opinion. Seriously. Detroit, Rams. There is so much to this game. There's so much storyline to this game. All right? You have the whole quarterback thing. All right? The Rams draft Goff, #1, a few years ago. All right? Then they just give up on him, and they trade him to Detroit for Stafford. All right? Thinking, hey, man, Goff ain't doing it for us. Stafford can take us to the promised land. Guess what? That's exactly what happens. So Stafford takes the Rams to the bowl, wins it, okay? So that works out for the Rams. But here's what I don't think anybody saw working out. Goff goes to the Lions, and Goff becomes legit for the Lions. And he's younger, and he's more of a franchise quarterback at this point. So the Lions step in some shit with Goff, in my opinion, and Goff winds up becoming, like, maybe one of the best things that's happened to this team in decades, man. I mean, look, the Lions have a fucking... The Lions were 12-5 this year. When was the last time that you saw the Lions with that many wins? It's incredible. The season that the Lions have had this year, it's incredible, man. Like, when was the last time the Lions had 12 wins? I mean, when was the last time the Lions hosted a playoff game? When was the last time the Lions won the division? When's the last time the Lions were the #3 seed in the playoffs? All right? So, to me, this is all about Detroit. That place, that the roof is going to blow off that place on Sunday night. You know, Barry Sanders might be there. You might see Kid Rock there. You might see Eminem there. Like, dude, like, this is the game to watch and to be at. This is huge for Detroit. Huge. All right? So, and you have the whole, like I said, you have the whole quarterback storyline with, you know, Stafford going to the Rams and now coming back to Detroit as a Ram. And you have Goff on the Lions now, you know, from the Rams. I mean, this whole thing is just, it's an amazing storyline. This game is going to be electric. All right? So I think you know where I'm going with this. I just don't see Detroit losing this game. No way, man. I just don't see it happening. Detroit is on a mission, all right? This team plays really hard and really good, man. And again, like, when's the last time anybody talked about the Lions like this with some excitement and some expectation almost, you know? So game of the weekend right here. Lions-Rams. And like I said, I just don't see the Rams winning this game, man. But it's going to be, I think it's going to be a great game, an entertaining game. It'll be interesting to see how Stafford is received in Detroit. I know they still supported him when he left. But he's coming back as a fucking enemy now, because there's, you know, they listen, they need to take care of business in this game, you know. And good for Goff, man, because, you know, the Rams just got rid of him because they were like, you're just not good enough. And look at what that guy has done in Detroit, man. So the storyline, you know, for this game is just incredible. And the electricity is going to be, I'm telling you, the roof is going to blow off this fucking place on Sunday night. So definitely the game to watch. And like I said, I just don't see how. I just don't see how Detroit doesn't take care of business in this game and win. So there you have it for that game. And now we have this game right here, all right? It's a Monday night playoff game. Not crazy about this game. I'm not that crazy about this game. I could really care less about this game, but we're going to predict it anyway. Although there is a little small storyline with this game for me personally. But so you have the Eagles coming into Tampa. The Eagles basically just like fell apart at the end of the season, man. Like they like imploded or something. I don't know what the fuck happened to the Eagles coming down the stretch of this season. So, you know, listen, it's almost like they're limping into Tampa in this game. Now, a lot of people, everybody I've talked to thinks that there is no way Tampa Bay is beating the Eagles in this game. I beg to differ. I will predict it right now. Tampa is going to win this game. I just think Tampa's winning this game. I think the Eagles, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with the Eagles, and you have the whole Baker Mayfield story this year. Tampa wins the division. They get the home game. I just see Tampa winning this game. Now, a quick little note on this game. Baker Mayfield, I've said it in a lot of my Jet videos. I'm still pissed off that the Jets didn't look for this guy way back in the beginning of the season when they were looking for a quarterback. You had Derek Carr on the table. You had Baker Mayfield available, and they were just like, Rodgers. You know, watch all my other fucking videos for, you know, if you want to really hear what I think about all that shit. But bottom line, it kills me that the Jets just didn't go after this guy. They didn't even like call this guy, I don't think. And look at the season that he had with Tampa Bay. So you know, it is what it is. Good for him. So there you go, man. There you have it. There's my predictions for this weekend, and it's going to be a really good. I think it's a really good weekend for the playoffs. I think it's a really good first week for the playoffs, and like I said, man, I'm looking forward to like 4 of these games. Like, you know, like I said, the Houston game, the Lion game. Like I said, to me is the game to watch. You know, the KC Miami game on Saturday night, I think is going to be a good game. And, you know, and Buffalo, you know, me personally, I want to just definitely check out the Buffalo game as well. Next video will be once we find out after this weekend, once we find out and figure out, you know, who's going into the divisional round and who's playing who. Look for another video. I will give out my predictions again for that round. And I will say this. I already have a prediction for that round, for the divisional round. So definitely check out the next video of playoff predictions. All right. It's going to be a good one. Good weekend. Enjoy it.